Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the reading for Taurus for the month of August 2018. Let's give the cards a quick shuffle. The energy around your situation for August. Taurus is the Empress. Very female, iconic energy, abundance, pregnancy, all these sorts of things coming through for you. But overall, it's a major card, the Empress, so it's about things, all things of creativity. So that suits well with Taurus. They love to work and they love to be creative and they love nice things. So great energy for August for Taurus. Okay, Taurus, this is where you are right now. Queen of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups. She's a very intuitive woman. She could be a woman in your life, or she could be indeed reflecting that in yourself. So she's all about receptivity. So it's about feeling this month. Very feminine energy too, Taurus. So it's about feeling situations out. Leaving your head off. Not about thinking, just feeling. How do I feel about things? Using that inner voice to really help you solve problems and get through situations without sort of using that mental energy, which sometimes just ends up in confusion. So let's see how the Queen of Cups has landed right where you are right now, Taurus. Seven of Swords. So there's a suspicious energy around, a jealous type of energy. So take note of that too. This can always be around in our daily lives, and especially with the Queen of Cups sitting there being receptive to what's going on, so she can feel what's happening perhaps. And once you are aware of the situation, then you can act accordingly. Or perhaps the best thing would be to do nothing at all. Just receive your inner voice and listen to it and receive the messages coming through from your inner voice, especially with this suspicious energy around. We can always combat that. Okay, let's have a look at the background of the situation, Taurus. So what's been going on beforehand? New jobs, lots of new things coming in. Study particularly is interesting as well if you've been thinking about studying, taking on something new, perhaps even moving jobs out of your normal comfort zone, but knowing that you have to study something or learn something in addition to add value to your career. All of these sorts of things with the Page of Pentacles. So there's experience all around you. So if you do feel like you'd like to take something new on, all is possible with the Page of Pentacles. It's just about disciplining yourself to learn new aspects of what you want to do next. Study particularly, as I keep saying, is very important with the Page of Pentacles. So that can be happening. And maybe you've been just feeling, yes, it's time to sort of add more value to what I already have. It's time to go and study. But it's a very positive card anyway for new things to come into your life. Learn new things. Always positive. The recent influences for Taurus are the Two of Cups. So yes, once again, that lovely emotional connection card of the Two of Cups can be with a person, a relationship, a soulmate type of energy, or it can be a job or someplace where you feel like you just belong and everything goes well. There's very few obstacles with the Two of Cups. So it's a nice time of life. It doesn't last forever, the Two of Cups, because we have to keep going on with our journey, but it's that nice connection that we can get. So, yeah, once again, use your inner voice to determine what's going on, especially with emotions this month of August. Now we'll go to see what the lesson you've been learning or will learn this month. 8 of Swords. So don't give your personal power away, Taurus. Basically, that just means learning how to say no when you mean no, rather than saying yes and then going along with it and thinking, why am I doing this? It's a situation too where you may feel entrapped in something. So if you do, it's quite simple to just step back, step out of it. You don't need to, you don't have to feel entrapped. It's just in your mind that you're feeling entrapped. Once again, using intuition. If it doesn't feel right, it's probably not right. So try and learn that lesson of the 8 of Swords. Don't sort of become entrapped or feel like you can't say no to things that don't suit you, especially if they don't feel right, they're not right. Even with relationships too, sometimes there might be that emotional connection there, but then there may be other behavioural issues or things that you just think, oh yes, I really do resonate with this person or this situation, but there's something about it that I'm not sure of. So be heeding that kind of gut feeling, if you like, Taurus, for the month of August. Now we'll move into the near future and see what's in store. The Devil. So just be careful with the Devil coming through, Taurus, because that is the card of feeling stuck or feeling under the control of something bigger than you, or in a controlled situation where you feel that you're stuck, you're not moving forward, you're not getting anything out of it. It also covers addictions of all sorts. And we all know, all of us have got some sort of addiction that we, even if it's just Netflix or smoking or drinking too much, when the Devil comes in, he sort of says, oh, hang on, just moderate things a bit. Don't let this thing rule your life. And also for relationships, it's quite important to be careful where personal power and feeling stuck and at the mercy of somebody else or something else is holding you back. Then it's time to sort of address it and say, oh, look, this really isn't serving me well. I need to step off that merry-go-round, which it can be with the Devil. It goes around and around. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising. And we've got the King of Cups. So we've got this male energy here. We have the King and we have the Queen. So the King's also very intuitive, creative sort of a person. But he also sort of gets stuck. And perhaps with the Devil sitting there in the near future and the King of Cups, it's maybe being attracted to the same sort of person or the same sort of situation and getting the same result. So then really, Taurus, you can almost feel it. Oh my God, I've felt like this before. I can just feel that this isn't going to end well. I know the scenario. So with the King of Cups, you just have to stand up for yourself and refuse to sort of go back into that kind of situation again, because I do feel that you will know that it's just not right for you. You need to move on past that, because you can become entrapped in that same situation, attracted to the same kind of things over and over again with the same result. How other people see you. Yeah, a bit flat emotionally, feeling a bit bored, feeling a bit, oh, here we go again, that kind of energy. Perhaps with the King of Cups sitting below, he's sort of there to say, well, there you are again, here you are again. It's that same situation rearing its head again. So with that, we know that it's not going to be a lasting energy, but people around us are probably saying, oh, well, you always sort of seem to do this. And you know this, but then it's time to say, okay, well, I'll just do something about it. I will do things in a different way to hopefully get, well, obviously you'll get a different result if you try to do things in a different way other than the same way, thus attracting the same sort of situation over and over again in a different disguise. Positive feelings, Taurus. Two of Wands. So twos talks about decisions to make. So I call this card decision with a vision. So how are you going to? It's time to sort of move on out of that stuck position or that same, attracting to the same scenario over and over again and do things in a different way. But the main point of the Two of Wands is really the self-confidence to do that. And I believe once we've been on that cycle and circle for ages and we keep thinking, here we go again, that's when we do indeed say, right, I'm going to heal myself from this and I'm going to do it in a different way. So you come up with that decision and you can move forward. Then you'll be quite surprised how just doing things differently will end you up on a completely different road to what you've normally been going on, the same old road. So Two of Wands is that decision to do things differently. Heal yourself as well from whatever it has been and just know that that lesson's been learnt so you can move on with the Two of Wands to what's coming for you next. So that situation has been put to bed for once and for all, so to speak. Let's have a look at the final outcome. And then we have the Fool. So we have new beginnings. Time to jump off that cliff, Taurus. With the knowledge of the Two of Wands that you made that decision for a new vision, and there in comes the Fool to say, yeah, well, here you are. Where do you want to go next? What do you want to tackle next in your life? It's like a new chapter beginning. There's also risk with this kind of Fool card, which comes in. He's not a fool. He's just starting new things again. So in a way, it's all new for him. And there always is risk. It doesn't matter what we do in life, there's always that potential. But it's just that feeling that we can start again and start a new chapter and just see what comes up for us next to learn. So it's a really great card. I'll just now pull you an additional guidance card for the month of August, Taurus. Courage. It is not the strength of the body that counts, but the strength of the spirit. Courage is a strength, spiritual strength, taking you beyond all fear and resistance to remove internal and external blockages on the path. So a perfect accompaniment to your reading, Taurus. It's about having that courage to do things differently. Have a happy, happy August. Thank you.